Hello, everyone. I was able to play some duels yesterday after a bit of a long hiatus, and I won 3 out of the 4 games that I played. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I started it, I was down here, about to be demoted into Gold 1, and after the wins that I had, it was able to bump me back up into staying in this Master 2 division. Now, I haven't played too many games. I've only played 7 out of the 20 that I get for the week. And I'm going to play some more today. Hopefully, I can maintain this rating and I can stay in the division. I only have about 6 hours left for the day to get the remaining games in to get an even 20. So I'm going to play a few here, and we'll see how I do. Okay, got a great looking player on a 1 game win streak. Okay, right away, way up here in the mountains. Appears to be in the south. Hmm. This could be. I think this might be like Guatemala. Very mountainous. Could also be maybe down here in Colombia. I feel better with Colombia, actually. I'm going to go Colombia. Other player goes in Peru, and it was Colombia, so that was a good switch at the last second there to go to Colombia. I was able to do a ton of damage. Okay, it looks very US. Could be US or Canada. Hmm. Any hint from these license plates? This looks like it could be a Delaware license plate. That's a Pennsylvania license plate. Okay, so I think I'm probably, let's call it this Philadelphia area. Wilmington, Philadelphia. I'm going to go ahead and just place the pin. Other player goes in upstate New York. Okay, and it was actually in Michigan. That's kind of odd. I thought for sure I was seeing the right kind of license plates, but nevertheless, I think I was slightly closer there. Can't really read that sign. Hmm. See this A-style pole with like red houses, red roofs. I mean, not entirely sure on this one. I'm gonna go in Austria here. Other player goes in Slovenia and was almost spot on, so that was a very good guess. Doing a little bit of damage to me. See that bollard. See if I can find another one. Um, I think this type of bollard it would put me in Serbia. Yeah, definitely looks like it could be in that area. It looks kind of flat. I'm gonna go in the more northern part of the country here. I think Serbia is the one with the off-centered one. Other player also goes Serbia, and that's a good guess. I'm able to do a little bit of damage. Okay. Just like maybe South Africa. The sun is definitely in the north. Yeah, this one's kind of throwing me off a little bit. I don't know if we see that kind of license plate. Other players place their pin. Thompsonburg. I mean, I feel like these don't see, like, I don't know if we'd see a language like that in Australia. They also go in South Africa. Okay, I was a little bit closer, I think. Multipliers here are doing a little bit of damage. Sun is in the north. Let me check that again. Yeah, definitely north northeast. Yeah, I think I gotta go like Australia. Other player goes in Argentina. Oh, a much better guess. Yeah, I got thrown off there. Not sure what I was looking at. I'll have to take a look at that one. That was a blunder, I would think. All right, we're getting the first game of the day out of the way here. I was bound for at least one of these things. I'm going to get into another game. Get another good-looking player. Can't really tell in the sun. I think the sign would kind of put me in Europe. Looks a little bit more arid. I don't think it's. I don't like Greece on this guess. I'm going to go ahead and do Greece though. Other player goes in Italy. Okay, and it looks like it was the south of Bulgaria. So I had the right idea there with the mountains and the climate. I had a good enough guess, knock off a ton of damage. I think that's 8. If I'm not counting too quickly. Probably Lucas. This ought to put us in Spain. Yeah, Spain for sure. I don't know what region. I'm gonna go a little bit more north. Other player goes. Okay, he was outside of Madrid. A little bit of damage. Okay, this should, right away should probably be Eastern Europe. Um, can't tell if the car is red, so I'm going Russia or Ukraine here. I guess it's harder to tell. I'm going to place the pin in Ukraine. The other player goes in Russia, yeah, and it was way north of Russia. Yeah, I mean that a guess like that is like impossible for me sometimes. Coming on the right. Could be maybe Taiwan. Hmm. Also, I feel it might be one of these. I think they have like yellow license plates over in like Hong Kong and I think Macau. Overall, not too sure. I feel more comfortable with like Taiwan on this one. Throwing me off though for sure. Go ahead and place the pin in Taiwan. The other player also goes Taiwan, and okay, it ended up being Taiwan there. A little bit of damage. I think this ought to be Norway. Got these longer, seemingly longer kind of road lines. Don't really see too much tree coverage. Perhaps it's more in the north. I'm gonna go up here. Other player goes into pretty much the exact same spot, and yeah, definitely was north. It was the very northern tip of the country. Seems like we're on the left. I don't know. Is this Japan? Maybe. I don't have too much time. I'm gonna go Japan. Hopefully, it doesn't kill me. What is this? Okay, it's Okinawa. Unfamiliar with that. I never saw that one before. I don't think. I'll keep that in mind. Kind of looked like Japan, but wasn't Japan. Or maybe it was. Sun is in the south. I got this black car. Appear to be like Muslim. We're driving on the right. Gee, I'm not really sure. Other player goes in Mexico. Yeah, and it was Jordan that time. Okay, I think that's enough to do. Yeah, knocks the other player way out of the game. I mean, I can understand the confusion there. I mean, that kind of threw me off. Well, put me in the Middle East. I mean, the people on the side of the road looked like they were wearing like more Muslim style clothes, or you'd see in that part of the world. But anyway, I mean, I'll take the victory. I'm up over 800 again. Splitting today with one win and one loss. I mean, I did end that other game with a big blunder, but that's okay. I mean, they will happen. I'm going to play another game here. It'll be the 10th game. Okay, got a new opponent here, also on a one-game win streak. Okay, that was definitely Spanish. I think this is Mexico. Um, Not good with the area codes, but I do see this pole that kind of looks more octagonal in shape. I'm going to place the pin down here, closer to Mexico City. I'm going to go ahead and just... The player goes Mexico, and I think I had the... Yeah, slightly closer there. Not too bad. Okay, I think this is Indonesia. I think in Malaysia you see like a black license plate. I don't know where. I guess I'll just go. I usually just go center mass in the island here, and the other player goes to Malaysia, and it was Malaysia. Okay, I was mistaken there. Tons of damage. Okay, I think this is Italy. I see like the double blue Fiat. So you got the sea over here to the east. Yeah, I'm not too good with the guess here. I'm going to go more towards the eastern coast of Italy here. I'm going to place the pin. Other player goes towards Italy. Okay, that was slightly closer on that one. Had the right idea, east coast of Italy. This is mile. Well, I think this ought to put me in the U.S. I think that does say mile. So where do we see a landscape like that? Maybe Idaho. I did see a bigger body of water over here. Could be this place to the east, northeast. Yeah, maybe that area seems like it's about right. Correlates. It could be. I mean, it could be any of these places. I feel like I'm in this part of the country. I'm going to go ahead and just slap the pin up here in Montana, see what happens. It was slightly further south, closer to Salt Lake City, so good guess overall. Slightly closer there. I think this is Finland. Yeah, I like Finland here. I'm gonna go maybe like a little bit more north. I'm gonna place the pin. I go Finland. The other player goes much more north. Wow, I was almost spot on with that guess. That was a great guess. Okay, and we're battling here. Okay, I think that's Sweden or Norway. Don't know what that flag is. Skolvag. I mean, yeah, I mean this could be Norway or Sweden. I'm not very good at the languages, although I think the A with the umlaut over it, I think that's more of a Swedish thing, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to go ahead and place the pin here in Sweden. Other player goes closer to Norway and was a little bit closer, doing some damage there. Still hanging in this game. Okay, see this bollard in the yellow line. Driving on the left, I think this puts us in Thailand. I think it maybe puts us more in the north of Thailand. At least I sure hope so. I'm going to go ahead and place this pin. Other player goes in Malaysia, and it was the north of Thailand. I was spot on with that one. Excellent guess to finish that one off. That's going to knock this other player out of the game. Don't know how I knew that. I guess I just remembered it from the studies. So very good. Moving up in the ratings here, further into the 800s. Trying to do what I can to solidify my position to remain in the Master 2 division. It looks like I'm maybe a few wins off of advancing at least into this 24th spot. You know, I think while I'm on a win streak, I'm going to go ahead and play a third game here. Okay, I got a new opponent here. Looks like a pretty good opponent. Also on a one-game win streak. Sun is definitely in the south. Yeah, I really can't tell on the country here. I think maybe Turkey. I mean, Turkey could be an option. I'm gonna go ahead and place the pin here in Turkey. Other player goes in Russia. Okay, it was North Macedonia that one on that one. Not too familiar with this country. You don't really see it too often. Okay, somewhere here in the Middle East. Actually, no. I think this is Greece. Los Vientos. Well, maybe not. That is Spanish. Okay, what hemisphere am I in? Other players place their pin. I don't know where I am. Other player goes in Spain. Wow. Okay. Very interesting. That was I think what are these? The Canary Islands, maybe. Never saw that one before either. That was interesting. I had to just take a guess there. I'm not going to worry too much about it. Can't read that sign. I don't know what flag that is. Sun appears to be maybe more north. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Got to place the pin here somewhere. I don't like this guess at all. The other player goes in. Yeah, okay. So I mean, I got destroyed in this one. Still hanging in it. Couple of ones that I'm just not really seeing too good, but oh well. I mean, we'll see if I can battle back here. I'm not in panic mode just yet. Very flat. I don't know why, but I'm thinking like Bulgaria. I think I've seen snow coverage in Bulgaria, and I think this pole might be indicative of that area. I don't know where the other player went. Went much up further up here in Russia, and it was Russia. Slightly closer. Okay, sun is in the south. Yeah, I mean, I have no clue. I don't even know how you figured this out. Yeah, let's go over in like I don't know East Canada or something. I have no clue. Other player goes in Greece, and it was Ireland. That's probably going to kick me out almost. This is not my game for sure. I'm just winging it on a lot of these. All right, let's see. I think this is probably Brazil, maybe. Is that sun? No, sun is in the southwest. This could be the U.S. Maybe. Yeah, I'm checking that sun. It looks like it's in the south. Maybe in like the southeast United States. Maybe like Arkansas here. See what happens. The other player goes to Mexico. Okay, and it was the U.S. Able to do a ton of damage. We are back in it. I mean, don't call it a comeback, but my lord, we've been battling this game. We've been winging it all game. Let's see if I could send the player home. No loading. Okay. This is the UK. Yeah, look, perhaps even Scotland. This Glasgow area, maybe. Water to the south. Yeah, I mean, that kind of correlates. I'm going to go for it. I mean, at this point, what do I have to lose? I mean, it's anybody's game. I think I'm in this part of the world. Let's see what the other player does. Other player goes much further south. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, it was further south in the UK. I thought I was in Scotland. Okay, well, good game. I mean, that wasn't my best game at all. Almost came back at the end. Thought it was further north in Scotland that time, but, oh well. Still doing pretty good. I think while I'm at it, I might as well just do a last game here because I don't have too much time. I want to get as many points as I can to kind of keep me in this Master 2 division. I already got an opponent. Very good looking player. Can't tell on the sun at all. I think I'm in Europe, and thinking more like Ireland or UK maybe. I mean, we'll see. Other player goes in the UK, and it was the UK. Much better guess. So I can knocking some damage off. Okay, immediately. I mean, this is South Korea someplace. Other players already placed their pin. It's about who's just gonna have a better guess. I'm gonna go right here in this city here. The other player goes further north. Okay, so I was slightly closer that time, knocking some damage off. Sun appears north, perhaps. Is that north? I mean, yeah, it could be. White road lines. I see a pickup truck over here. And white road lines, sun of the north, and dry. I mean, this maybe Chile. If it, I'm gonna go for it. I'll go Chile. The other player goes, oh, wow, it was Tunisia. I don't know. You tell me, though, how that was Tunisia, because it looked like that sun was definitely in the north. Okay, I see the Ghana car. The other player saw it immediately as well. It looks pretty green. It's the wrong country. I'm going to go in this area of the country. Place the pin. The other player does the same. Okay, I'm slightly closer that time. Okay, I think this is probably Russia. Well, maybe Ukraine. I'm going to go Ukraine on this one. I see the red car. I'm going to just go smack dab in the center of the country. The other player goes further east. Okay, I have a little bit of damage there. Okay, it's definitely South Korea. Make sure, yeah. Place the pin here and see what happens. A little bit further north. 18 points of damage. Okay, so now we're into the multipliers. I think this is going to be the 2.5x round. Still anybody's game. Right, yeah. I don't know where I am. There goes Puerto Rico. Yeah, they must have knew exactly where that was. It's going to knock me out. That's too bad. I didn't have any time at all. I mean, they must have recognized something. That's okay. Dropping down a peg here. All right, well, didn't play as well as I had wanted to. I mean, the competition in this Master 2 division is quite good. Some games I played, it wasn't too good. Others I played all right. I mean, I do have 5 total wins in the division. I'm not sure if this is going to be enough to keep me in it. But as of now, I'm sitting at least in the 26th spot here where I'm able to stay in. And I still have plenty of games. I still have 8 games left to play. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back later and I'm going to at least try to finish this off and get a couple more victories. But for now, I'm going to shut it down and I'll be back later with more duels.